Hello, and welcome to The Alt Left.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Alt Left. My name is Chris, and I'm here with my co-hosts Matt and Kay. So if this is your first time listening to us, welcome. For all returning listeners, welcome back. Here at The Alt Left, three privileged dudes dive headfirst into the world of modern politics, discussing everything from the current political landscape, where we are and how we got here, identity politics, civil rights, right-wing fallacies, and everything else that matters from differing perspectives of the left. We have Kay here, good-natured left-leaning liberal, believes in racial equality, social safety nets, LGBTQ plus rights, and fair taxes upon the wealthy. Our local logician, he makes sure Chris doesn't go flying off to the guillotines and brings a sense of moderation to the group.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Matt is akin more of the AOC and Bernie Democratic Socialist movement. He believes in wealth distribution, full social equity, and grassroots movements. A good midpoint between us, Matt brings in the view of the current progressive movement.
Chris, on the other hand, is a card-carrying communist.
It's true, I'm pinko scum through and through. I believe gender's a social construct, Nazi lives don't matter, that we live in a dangerous police state that's on stolen land, and that guillotines are an effective tool of social change. I bring soup for my family.
That's right, he does, ladies and gentlemen. And a good comparison is, in fact, Bernie. That's pretty much where I sit. I do believe in all those things. I'm not opposed to welcoming the more centrist among our left-leaning brothers into the fold. I'm not totally sold on the idea that they're hopeless and can't be brought into the light. But I also am willing to cast them aside if they're not willing to wise up and realize that centrist right-wing policies are not going to get us anywhere.
I think that there's hope for everybody, though.
I disagree entirely. I think there's hope for most people. But there's people who put swastikas on themselves. There's no hope for them.
And I think that's a good example of what you're going to get here. I mean, we're all left. We're all going to have standard leftist viewpoints, but we're all going to differ a little bit. And I think Kay is the one that keeps us running off, like Chris said, to the guillotines, and brings us a perspective that I think we need. In this analogy, I think that I'm going to use is picture us on a train. Chris is going to be the one at the driver's seat of the train, if you will, chugging it forward at full speed. I'm going to be the one standing right behind him saying, "Go faster, man, go faster." And Kay is going to be the one saying, "Hey, maybe we should put the brakes on. There's some people on the train tracks."
Or at least some people in the caboose that we might be leaving behind that I am definitely trying to get rid of, and he is not. And I think that's a fair place to be. And there's nothing wrong with that, even if we disagree. Kay and I tend to disagree the most on this stuff, but I think there is nobility in not wanting to leave anyone behind.
Well, and that's because we have the largest gap in terms of what we believe. You believe in some very, very controversial things sometimes, and I have a tendency not to agree with all of those things. And so I have that view that people are generally good and that people generally want good things, and that we need to help them figure out what those good things are and then bring them over on our side.
Yeah, they're like piñatas. No matter what they look like on the outside, everyone has candy on the inside. But sometimes you got to beat them with a stick.
Yep. Despite our perceived extremeness in some cases, we're pretty good about having exchanges with people we disagree with rationally and calmly without doing too many things to insult you.
Yeah, 100%. I think we can absolutely have a discourse, even if we believe someone's views are archaic or too far in any one direction. It doesn't matter. We can have a civil discourse about them.
All right.
But yeah, please, everyone, join us for this. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be three dudes on the left doing deep dives into current political climates, how we got here, the history of them, and how we can move forward, and what kind of conversations we all need to start having as Americans if we actually want anything to change.
So spend some time, give us a listen, give us a like and a share if you want, and we'll talk to you next time.
And remember, kids, you are the revolution.